Hello, I'm back. I've been gone for 2 weeks because I had so much stuff to do. Like, I had to get my life together. Plus, these are the nails. They're stick-ons, and I got them on Shein. If you're curious.
Clap if you care. All right, let's move on. Perfect.
Yes, I got them on Shein. So how have you guys been? I haven't been keeping up lately with YouTube and stuff. Basically, I've just been living life boringly. Like, if I told you what I was doing, you'd be like, that's boring. And it's hot as hell, so if the fan starts, like, my fan is low-key broken. So when it starts like actually working, like I switched it on, but like it's broken. So when it starts actually working, I'm sorry, the audio is gonna be shit. But you're just gonna have to, guys. I'm gonna put how hot it was, like the degrees, because I'm not sitting here in the hot, like. There's no air, so
tell me how I'm supposed to breathe with no air. Can't breathe with no air. That's how I feel whenever you ain't there.
I also want to make a clarification before I start this video. When I edit, I will be putting, reaction clips, even though I'm talking about when I'm talking about serious topics, I will not. When I'm talking about more like lighthearted topics, I will, because I don't want this video to be so miserable. I don't want you to watch this video and be miserable. I don't want to edit this video and be miserable. I want to have fun, and I really like editing, and I love putting in clips. So let's get into this video. So lately I've been seeing a lot of K-pop idols and even regular like Western celebrities complaining about fame. Now, this is not something new. Cardi B has been complaining about fame ever since she's become famous. And before we start, I have my own opinions about fame and celebrities and complaining about fame. 80% of it is valid, 20% of it is not. I feel like this is a person at the end of the day, and if they don't want to do something, they don't want to do something. If they get offended, they get offended. Because remember that whole SZA thing that happened with that girl who made fun of SZA, and she responded, and the girl was like, ugh, you're SZA, like, why are you so offended? She's a person, she's gonna be offended. So I get, like, we can't forget that there's a person on the end of, like, the other end of the screen. Even though they have hundreds of millions of followers, we still have to respect that this person is a person at the end of the day. But where I don't get, like, celebrities like complaining a lot is when they complain about like autographs and stuff. Like, if you clearly can see like a celebrity is upset, don't go up to them for an autograph. Duh. But if honestly your fan, if I had a fan, or I was not in the best mood, and somebody who really adored me, some people spend their lives adoring these people, like run fan pages, every day of their lives is consumed by this one person, and if they come up to you and say, oh, can I have a photo or something, I feel like that's the least you can do. Because my sister told me, I always say my sister, but my sister told me one thing that Harry Styles said. Harry Styles said that if a fan ever meets you, they're gonna remember that for life, and you're gonna forget it in a week. Like, the celebrity is gonna forget it in a week because they meet so many people, but that is an experience somebody will carry for life. So I feel like a lot of that part of celebrity culture, I just do not get. If people start complaining about that, I just do not get it, unless you can clearly see that that person is in a bad mood, or you can clearly see that that person is busy doing something. My friend is studying, busy doing something. Then I feel like you should not trouble them, but honestly I feel like as a celebrity you should at least, you know, try to like, because that's that is the only time that person will ever see you, like, and I feel like that's the least you could do. Anyway, rant cleared, because I wanted to make that rant because a lot of YouTubers say, oh my gosh, like, you're not entitled to a selfie, and you're not, but like, that's the least you can do for your fan. That's the least you can do for your follower. That's the least you can do for someone who truly adores you. Let's get into my video. So I was inspired to make this video yesterday because DPR Ian, who I love and love. I got into DPR Ian last year because I was going through a lot, and his music is just like, he like understands my brain, and I was just like, yes, I love DPR Ian. So he made a live literally yesterday or the day before yesterday, and I clicked on the live, but you know, like when they're starting the live and they're talking about boring stuff and you're just like, bitch, I don't fucking care, and you click out. I should have stayed. But basically, during the live, he talks about his experience as a K-pop idol. Now we know that K-pop idols go through the trenches, and I never, like, when people there was this whole thing where people wanted to be K-pop idols, and I was like, why these people are indebted to their companies, they're indebted to their fans, they basically cannot do anything without those two like approval, and that must be very limiting as a person. I'm sorry, my fan is starting and I'm not gonna switch it off. I'm sorry, like I'm gonna try to work on the audio, but I'm not gonna switch it off because it's hot as hell, and I'm not. So like when people used to be like, I want to be a K-pop idol, I really want to be a K-pop idol, I was always confused because when I first got into K-pop, I would watch a lot of like sasaeng videos. I would watch a lot of, you know, people getting dragged for no reason, and slave contracts. Like, I would watch a lot of channels that talked about, like, Ploopy, that's my girl, when she talks about K-pop. That's the only K-pop person I follow because I trust her, because she does the digging, she does the facts. Like, you sometimes get into these companies, if you're not lucky enough to get into an SM or a JYP or a Hybe, I don't know, but let's say you're not in YG, Hybe, or JYP, if you're not lucky and you get into a small entertainment group, suffering is going to be there, and that is what DPR Ian talked about in his live. So basically, DPR Ian, before he became DPR is basically a group of people. There's DPR Live, there's DPR Cream, and then there's DPR Ian, and then there's like some others. I only listen to DPR Ian because of his music and his lyrics. I really resonate with them, but basically it's like DPR is like the company, I feel. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong, but DPR is the company and they're under the company. But before he became DPR Ian, he was Rome, and he used to be in a K-pop group called seunghan. And basically, I remember watching an interview of his where he got scouted on the streets of Korea, and most idols get scouted randomly on the streets. Somebody approaches you, says, oh, do you want to come to an interview? If you're handsome or something, they will approach you and be like, do you want to just be an idol or train or, you know, audition? Like, it's like Joshua from 17 was literally just like in LA at a Korean festival, and like somebody approached him and said, do you want to go to Korea and be an idol? So it's like very random. So he got approached and he went into this company and he became a rapper in seunghan, the group seunghan, and his name was Rome. So basically in his live, he exposed the company, he exposed everything, he exposed his experience.
The reason why I say that is I just came out of a 8-7 year fucking slave contract from my old company that fucked me up almost every day. We're not even talking about money, we're talking about just brutality. Not being treated like a human, that was a given. That wasn't even in the fucking paper. They treated me like dog shit. They fucking hit me. We had fist fights every day with my managers. And I couldn't give a shit less where they're from. Blackmail is a heck of a thing. And I vowed on that very day, everything that they made us do, everything that they put me through, everything that made that trigger, the enhancement of my fucking DID and bipolar, you gotta give them a nod. I promise you, I was so spiteful that I wanted to get back to them in just the most inhumane ways you could possibly imagine. But nonetheless, I'm just not that type of person.
And I had watched an interview like a long time ago, like in 2023, like December. So it's been like a year since I've been following DPR Ian. November. Actually, October. It's been a year since I've been his fan. I love his music. I think his music is really good. He's a really good artist. And I feel like he is an artist. Like, he writes his songs. He makes the music. You can feel like he is in the music. So, yeah. So, I watched this documentary when he went on Zach Sing's show. And he basically talked about how, you know what, being an idol was not for him. But in the interview, he was very much like being very careful about the topic. He didn't really want to be like controversial. He didn't want to really say something that was controversial about being an idol and that experience and his experience. He was basically like, my experience wasn't positive, but I'm not saying everybody's experience is not positive. And at this point, I think most people's experience is not positive, allegedly. Like, I feel like a lot of these idols' experience are not positive. And anyway, let's get back to what DPR Ian said. So basically, in his live, he just did not give a fuck. He just came straight out with the tea. He basically was in an 8-year slave contract, basically. I would call it that. Me, allegedly, slave contract. I would call it that. It's my opinion that it's a slave contract. Don't sue me. It's my opinion. So basically, he said that he would look at what the company was earning and what other people in the company were earning, like managers and stuff, and what the talent was earning, and he was like, what the fuck, this is like way more than what I'm earning. And there've been so many scandals of like especially like foreign idols, like idols from Japan, China, who come to Korea and then they get into a Korean group. When they leave, they like can sue the company because the company had them under a slave contract. And
what's this? Huh? What's this?
slave contracts are nothing new to K-pop. They're nothing new to K-pop. They're nothing new to the industry. He basically said that he has bipolar and DID, and basically he said that his conditions were worsened under those in those circumstances during that time, under the company, being an idol. It was very much, his mental health was very much fucked up. And in a place where he said he was having fist fights with his managers every day and basically getting treated like absolute fucking shit. He said this, absolute fucking shit. Imagine if you're already going through something where it can be easily triggered by events. Imagine how much he went through under this company. And I'm not saying I believe what he says, but honestly, allegedly, I have to say that because, girl, I don't know the company. But he basically said when he was in this 8-year contract, almost 9-year contract, he was in hell basically, and it was not cut out for him, and it was not all it was cut out to be. Like, we see them dancing on stage, we see them with luxury items, we see them with all this, and you know, we see them laughing on these variety shows. But honestly, as because I was never I was kind of a, when I started liking 17, I was kind of a delulu, but I quickly grew out of that. I always knew that K-pop was very toxic because of other K-pop situations. But even in my own group, I will get into that. I really think that some of them are going through some very dark times. But anyway, let's move on. So this is just a funny thing that I just wanted to talk about, to move from that that really dark topic. Beomhan's crash out. So basically, this has been going viral, and it's honestly so funny. Basically, Beomhan is like a trainee. I'm not gonna call him an idol because he's a trainee. Like, and I don't want to hate, because this is not hate, this is just like criticism. It's different between criticism and hate, because I feel like those two, like, once you say something like, oh, you should work on your singing or something like that, like Le Seraphim, people just equate it into the hate category, but when there were actually people who are actually hating on the group. So anyway, so who is he? Basically, I'm not really acquainted with him, but I knew him as like a trainee that everybody loved, and then he came out with a song in 2023. He came out with a song 2022, I don't really know, and it was horrible. His debut song. He has not debuted. He is not debuted. He is a trainee. I feel like that it has to be said. He is a trainee. He is not debuted. His company has not said he is an artist. He's debuted as an artist. He's not debuted. So I feel like we need to say that. No, because it makes it even funnier, like what happens. So he got into some hot water recently because, you know, the US election did take place, and honestly, fuck Trump. And I was even like kind of like not sad, but I was like kind of disappointed that Trump won, and I was like, I feel bad for all my Americans. If you're American, I really feel bad. I hope your mental health, you're taking care of your mental health. I really feel bad at someone who's not American, and that orange Cheeto disgusting person who is a felon is your president. I'm so sorry. Allegedly, I'm so sorry. Friends with Jeffrey Epstein, I'm so sorry, like, that he is the president. But basically, Beomhan went live on TikTok Live, and he was talking about the election. So basically, he said this.
Say sorry everybody who is a woman this week. Rest in peace. And I would like to say rest in peace to all women, and we have failed you this week and as a country. And Donald Trump, congratulations on being the president. However, I would like to say that Beyonce had the best music video of all time, and thank you, Beyonce. And just, if you're a woman, just know that we stand with you, and I am so sorry. And rest in peace, and good luck. I'm so sorry. And please take a mental health day and go shopping or something.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
And if you're someone who does not care about the US election, who does not really care, who doesn't know the nitty and gritty of it, I also don't know the nitty and gritty of it. I just know what he kind of means. So basically, Roe v. Wade, which is basically allowing women to, in the 70s, Roe v. Wade was a Supreme Court judgment that allowed women to get abortions if they wanted to, until like 6 weeks, I think. And that is being overturned right now in many states. And a lot of women wanted to vote for Kamala Harris because Kamala Harris said that she will protect women's rights to get an abortion. Now, I believe in someone's choice, and I strongly believe in that. I'm sorry. He basically like what he said was like bullshit, and people were so mad because like people were angry about the election, and they were like honestly like going through like a horrible time because of the election, because you know, the president that they want didn't win, and now they have to worry about their rights and, you know, trans rights and all that, and like gay rights. You know, so many people are being affected by this Cheeto man getting into office, guys. So I just got this wig today, and the lady was like, oh my gosh, you have to put an elastic at the back. It's you have to put an elastic, girl, I need to come back. I need to take this wig off and like fix it, because I'm getting like literally a headache. I cannot. And I told her like, I don't really want an elastic, but she was like, oh my gosh, get an elastic. And all the other girls were like, get an elastic. Girl, my head is about to pop the fuck. Like it feels like it's about to burst, like for real. So I'm coming back. So movie magic, you'll see me in like, you feel me, in like 1 second. I'm back, losers. I'm joking, I'm also a loser, but I'm back. So I fixed because my head was about to pop the fuck off, and also I deal with migraines, and I was like, I'm not about to deal with a migraine today. So yeah, and then after that he basically said sorry, and people were like, fuck you still.
I am sorry. I'm really genuinely sorry. And there's a sentiment going around that I'm like, no, and I take it back and all these things. I'm sorry about the joke that I made about women during the election. No matter the context, no matter the reasoning of the joke, no matter anything, I should not joke about something that I personally did not go through. And I accept that, and I take accountability for that. If you guys choose to stop supporting me because of this, I understand. And that is a growing moment for me, and something that I will learn and grow from. Okay, I am not a sexist. I am not a misogynist. I am not a Donald Trump supporter. And I chose my words very poorly. And I made a joke that a lot of people don't even understand. Like I referenced like this, like literally no one even knows.
And he was like, actually, I take back my sorry. And then he went on a live. This is the live, girl. When I watched that, I was like first I saw this clip. The first clip I saw of the live was when he was like, oh, this is why idols.
It's not even fucking about me. Are you fucking dumb? Look in your fucking heart. Look in the fucking mirror. There's hate. I don't know what happened in your childhood. I don't know what happened to you. But you look, you search. I don't care what happens to me tomorrow. I don't care what happens to me next week. That's why I'm fucking saying it out loud. Okay? You know how many people have gone into fucking hiding, got addicted to drugs, got addicted to alcohol, all this shit, because of your fucking bullying? Because of your fucking words? It's not fucking funny. Fucking false, like, essay shit, did your round talking about how I'm like a predator, like all this stuff, and I just have to quietly fucking watch it all. Like, it's not fucking cool, right?
And no, this is why idols can't mess themselves, because you guys are bullies. You guys bully idols. And I was like, yes, you know, double like, yes, that's true. Like, the bullying in the K-pop community, especially towards idols, is crazy, and that's why a lot of idols end up taking their own lives or end up being depressed. But when I got the full context of why he was even doing this live, what happened, I was like, okay, bullshit.
I called you a bitch.
Now you're pushing me to another fucking point. I'm fucking tired of it.
Why are you doing that? Just stay mad. Stay mad.
What'd you call me? I called you a fucking bitch. I sat here in the flame for a year. You're talking, oh my god. That one makes sense, don't get me started on. We're bringing a sympathy point with you. I don't give a fuck. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. You're disgusting.
No, you. Look in your fucking heart. Look in the fucking mirror.
It's not even fucking about me. Are you fucking dumb?
Ooh, don't get me started.
I'm literally telling you, shut the fuck up.
I heart tears, can't you turn this shit off? You turn this shit off. Stop watching, dumbass.
It's not fucking funny.
Happening, dude, listen, use your fucking ears. Are you fucking stupid?
So you're talking about how I'm fucking ugly? Look at yourself!
I don't give a fuck about your sympathy points. I'm literally telling you, shut the fuck up. So bad for me, dude, listen, use your fucking ears.
Are you fucking stupid?
What's up? What's up? What's up?
Bullshit. And I'm like, if he's going through problems, then he needs to figure it out. He needs to stop going on the internet and figure out his problems, go to therapy, go do something. But he should not be blaming his audience or the people who follow him or people who just keep up with him for being angry at the comments that he said, because politics is no joke, especially when your rights are being revoked, you know. So yeah, that was really funny, and the tweets were really funny. I'm sorry, that was like a moment. And even the locals, I hate using that word, but I have to use it. Even the locals, like people who have nothing to do with K-pop, they don't even care about K-pop. They were even talking about it. Like, it was ridiculous. His crash out was ridiculous, and especially if you get the full context. Like, he did something wrong. Like, I have so many stories to get through, so I'm just like speed running. So let's get to something that I don't think is funny at all. And here, I'm not going to be making any jokes. I'm not going to be putting any funny reaction clips, because this is actually something that was really sad and something that really touched my heart. So I have been a fan of SHINee. I'm not a Shawl. I don't know the lore of SHINee. Basically, I'm not a Shawl, but I have been following SHINee since like I got into K-pop. Like, not since I got into K-pop, but like really like a few months after I got into K-pop. I thought they were really funny. I think that they're really talented. So I got into the group. And Seunghan, who was in the group, he was the main vocalist. He passed away in 2017 due to and basically it was because of the fame. It was because of the idol life. Now you're like, Wendy, how do you know that? It's because basically I had read, I'm gonna try to find it, but I don't know if I want to put like all the business out there to make this like really sad, but I had read somewhere, because I did like some deep digging. Like, when I am like a fan of something, I do some deep digging, especially when it comes to deaths. And you're probably like, why? Girl, that's my own business. But when it comes to deaths, I really just do deep digging. And he, before his suicide, he basically sent out a note to one of his friends. First of all, he said that his doctors were basically just saying, well, we're giving you antidepressants, and if they're not working, they're not working, which is like crazy. And also, he sent out this letter to his friend that said, and the part that really touched me was that said, I would be better off if I had just been a normal person and never pursued this idol life. And I feel like I would have been happier, and I feel like I would have not have all these problems. And I felt really sad. Like, a lot of artists say this, like Amy Winehouse. Now, my Amy Winehouse addiction of 2020 was deep. I'm an Amy Winehouse fan, and when that biopic comes out, you know, I'll be talking about it. But she even said to her bodyguard that honestly she would give anything up to walk down the street and be a normal person again. And when like people who have taken their own lives, celebrities, not Amy Winehouse, you know, she had a drug addiction and all that, she had an alcohol addiction, and she died of alcohol poisoning. But I mean, like, when artists say this stuff, I feel so like I want to cry. Like when I was reading the whole note, I wanted to cry. And I think I'll put it up because I want evidence. I don't want anybody to say I'm misquoting myself or something. And if I misquote, I really just want this video to be like a thorough video on idol life, and just basically why idols, you know, suffer, and why basically it's not all it looks like. Like, we think having like lots of people adoring you, having, you know, money, like being attractive is everything, and sometimes it's really just not everything, and a lot of these people are suffering in the shadows. Now let's move on to Seunghan from 17's Instagram post. So basically Seunghan one day just uploaded an Instagram post, and when I see 17's Instagram posts, because I follow 17, that's my group, hello, I saw the post and I just liked it and I just moved on. I don't really read captions. I just like and move on, because in Instagram I'm more of a real watcher, and like I like talk to, like, I'm more of like talking to my friends and stuff. So when I see like celebrity, I just like and just go on. But just like DPR Ian's fucking live, I was literally on that fucking live and I was like, do I really want to watch this? No. Like, he was talking about music, so I was like, like, he said that Idol 3 is coming out in like 2 years from now, so I was like, girl, I don't really care about you, like, so I just removed. But like, I could have been watching, girl, I could have just watched that in the background. But anyway, so I literally did not know that he posted this whole thing where he was talking about idol life and talking about fans and the relationship that they have with fans, and how fans should respect idols. Crazy, especially coming from Seunghan. Like, I would never guess that Seunghan in the group would be the one to vocalize that, but also who else in the group would be vocal like that? I don't know, but like, he basically talked about how idols cannot have a life, and how, you know, like, it's just like was really toxic, and the idol space is really toxic, and the fans also kind of make it toxic, and they also just want to be happy. They're humans, and people should treat them as humans, human beings, not toys. They're not your little action figure, they're not your toy, they're not something to be played around with. These are human beings just like you, and you wouldn't like if hundreds of millions of people, or millions of people, let me not say hundreds of millions, hello, that's BTS, millions of people were playing with your feelings, and also playing with you. They literally see you as their commodity. They think that, oh, we made you famous, so basically you owe us your life. Basically, that's how these fans act. They act like you owe them your life just because they made you famous. And it's like, this is a person, like, and I feel like I don't know, like, and it's Korean netizens, and I also want to say international fans, because international fans are also toxic. Like, hello, like, when it comes to, like, I really don't know anything about BTS. No, and you're gonna be like, what? But I really don't know much about BTS because I didn't follow them, and also, like, I just wasn't really following them and stuff. I like wanted to learn like niche groups and stuff like that, and girl groups and stuff. so I wasn't really following them like that. But basically, like, if a dating rumor ever came out, when dating rumors of like Jennie dating V come out, they get so much hate, like from international fans and from Knets. They get so much hate because they view BTS, these almost 30-something-year-old men, as their possessions. And it's sad. It's sad because I know that these niggas that they're dating in secret. Like, hello, like, they're dating in secret, like, we know that. But if they ever came out to date and say, like, I want to, you know, just be open with my fans, they cannot, because their fans are crazy and they think that they own the idol. They think that they own the idol.
I was asking you questions because we were concerned.
You not
because
concerned.
You did
no,
not.
You ain't.
You
no,
can
you're
believe
not.
whatever you want to believe.
Devil. You the
you
devil.
Okay.
You the devil.
Some people might think so.
You talking about Ed.
Knets, they took it to a whole new fucking level because they're gonna send a fucking truck and be like, remove this nigga from the group and ruin his fucking career. We don't want this dude to have a career. We're not with him. Remove him just because this person wants to date, because they're almost 30 fucking years old. How are these people gonna get married? How are these people going to live lives if the fans threaten to ruin their career every 2 seconds if a dating scandal comes out? And what's crazy is that Chen from EXO, literally, scandal came out that he was married and had a kid. People were absolutely enraged that this 30-year-old man had the nerve to get a wife and to have a kid.
He owes their life to them. You should date me.
Like, I feel like in their heads they think that that idol should date them. Bitch, who are you? Like, bitch, who are you for you to date this idol? Like, and I feel like it's very naive to think that they've never dated. And it's also naive for you, and also stupid for you to sit there and to try to control someone's life. No, babe, we're not gonna do that. Like, I feel like that's very adolescent, but it's like grown people. Like, you see these crowds outside these companies protesting, and you're like, that's a grown-ass woman. It's a grown-ass fucking women wanting these idols to basically be their dolls. Now let's move on to a case that has been giving me a headache ever since it even started. So riize is a group under SM, and seunghan, I hope they seunghan and they seunghan. I hope I'm not getting the name, so I'm just gonna say Soong, because I don't want to get it wrong and I don't want to like be saying the wrong name all this time. So basically, Soong, one of the members from the group, was exposed to have a girlfriend, and you know how these people act, and was exposed to like be smoking and something. That nigga was immediately put on hiatus, which is not being removed from the group. He was immediately put in hiatus because the Korean fans were mad. And when I say Knets, I mean Knet. They were absolutely enraged. How can you have a girlfriend? How can you live a life? How can you have a life outside of being my doll? How can you, even international fans, how can you live a life without being my doll? You're supposed to date me. It's almost like crazy. It's cool crazy. And he was removed. So riize became, there were 7 members when he was there, and then they became 6. So Soong was removed, and oh my gosh, like, I tried to follow riize because I didn't really care that he was removed. So I tried to follow riize. Riize had so many scandals. Like, somebody was trying to take down riize. Like, remember in the beginning, like, if you're really you were truly there, remember in the beginning of riize's career, like, they literally just started their career like 2 minutes ago, guys. But remember, like, I think they're still a rookie group. Rookie is like basically before you become like a known group or like a proper group, you're a rookie group. They're still a rookie group in my eyes. So imagine, like, remember in the beginning when like somebody was trying to take down riize? It was crazy. But he was removed from the group, and then he was put back into the group, and I was like, okay, thank you, because I would hate to like see a funny riize video and then go into the comments and people say OT7, and I was like, oh my gosh, just because they removed him, and then there were 6 members and they were like, we want the original 7, we want Seung to be put back in the group, Seung should be putting back in the group. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like, guys, can you just leave a funny comment? Like, the people who are making, like, imagine you are a member of the group and you do a funny TikTok and you upload it and all the comments are just OT7. You're like, oh my god. Like, I felt bad for the guys because they have no control over SM. It's SM. It's the company that removes and puts people in groups. So then he was put back into the group for literally 1 fucking day, and people went crazy. People were like, remove him. Knets were like, remove this dude. We want him to be removed. Fuck this dude. Remove him. His career is over. And I feel really bad for like when like these people who've just freshly debuted, their rookies, when they get removed from groups because they trained hard and now they're being removed for like a bullying scandal that's not true, or like from like this. Really sad. They were like, oh my gosh, remove this guy. He cannot even like, they were like so dead serious to remove him. And SM was like, we can't lose our customer base in Korea because that's their main customer base. So they were like, okay, we're removing him. This became like not international but international news. D'Angelo Wallace made a video about this, which was really surprising to me. And like people people who don't know anything about Kpop were making videos about this. I was like, crazy, like crazy about how like people are like being mad that a guy had a life. Fans are mad that a guy had a life. And when I watch these videos, I'm like, girl, you need the context. You need the context of the K-pop fans. K-pop fans are crazy. K-pop fans are crazy. They're sasaengs. Like, some of them are sasaengs. Like, girl, like, the level of craziness, because literally when he was removed from the group again, like for good, they sent, in Korea, you know, you give like funeral flowers. They sent funeral flowers for his career, like his career is dead. They sent funeral flowers, fans, and they were dancing in front of the funeral flowers saying, bye bitch. I was like, anyway, I don't care. Like, I was like, scroll. I was just like, what? They were like twerking, and I was like, even international fans who like live in Korea, I was like, really, guys? It was just so fucking corny. And it was like, you're celebrating the downfall of this teenager's career. Like, he's not a teenager, I think he's like 20 something. But this young man's career, he trained. Like, the fact that someone trained, hell on earth, they trained and they finally debuted in a group that is popular, and they're just removed, girl. And now people are like boycotting riize, and I feel like that's unfair because like the other members, what do they do? So I feel like boycotting riize is like mean, and it's not really nice. But honestly, if you have to boycott for them to bring him back, then you have to boycott for him to bring back. But I feel like he's never gonna come back. And because the main audience is K-nets, they're catering to K-nets. They don't give a fuck about you as an international fan. Like, they do, but their main audience, their main source of income is K-nets. So if the K-nets say that, K-nets, Koreans, if the Korean public that stan riize says that we don't want this nigga back, He's not coming back. And in a few months, like let's give it 6 months, I feel people will be over this, like boycotting. It's not gonna work. Let's move on to another topic. Karina from aespa's dating scandal. So basically, Karina from aespa, which is also a group under SM, I feel like I keep on talking about SM, basically came out and she was dating Dispatch, which is like the TMZ of Korea, basically revealed that she's dating this actor. I don't know his name, but I've watched him in Extraordinary You, another drama that I watched him in.
The dumbest news of Korea today, as Karina of aespa, the K-pop group, announces that she is dating actor Lee Jae-wook. That is not the dumb part. The dumb part is that Korean news sites have reported that led to SM Entertainment, aespa's management company's stock falling by 4%, that single-handedly caused that 4% decline, and it wrote numerous articles of these junk sites reporting that is the direct result. When in reality, every single entertainment company that manages K-pop groups in Korea fell that day. JYP, HYBE, YG, and SM happened to fall. And I don't think all 4 of them fell because Karina is dating Lee Jae-wook. Don't fall for these clickbait websites who seemingly try to connect one dot with another and have to get clickbait views based on all this fake news stuff. Karina and Lee Jae-wook dating perhaps might have led to the heartbreak of many Karina fans. Sure, that's fine. Did not lead to SM stock dropping by 4%. It certainly did not lead to any other company dropping by 4%. It's just what the market has decided that day, that entertainment companies, K-pop in Korea, didn't do well and they uniformly went down.
So he's like an actor. He's an actor. She basically was hated on for dating. And I feel like the dating hate is just like so stupid. And she had to come up with a whole apology.
The most ridiculous K-pop news, as Karina of aespa apologizes publicly on Instagram for having a boyfriend. Let me read you the handwritten letter that she posted. Hey, it's Karina. First of all, sorry for shocking you guys. I apologize directly to the manager of my fans, and because I want to be careful, it's a little late. Thanks for all those that have cheered me on. I know how disappointed you are. And thinking about all the stories that we shared together, thought about it, really made me sad. I know that you guys are disappointed. I know those thoughts really well, so I feel even worse. I hope that my thoughts, my feelings are really getting across. So I'm writing this letter, just in case you guys are hurt. With that worry, the reason why I'm undertaking that and writing this is because from the moment that I debuted or started this industry, the most warm winters have been gifted by the fans. I'm really, really sorry about this once more. I know that you guys are hurt. I really want to mend that moving forward. I'm always real to you guys. I feel genuine for you. Even right now, you guys individually are such important people to me. I know that this letter is too short to really express myself into reading. I'm going to keep trying to not disappoint you guys, be mature, be a great artist, and show just great looks moving forward. Please eat well. See you guys in a great fashion. Thanks again for taking care of me. This is in response to getting a boyfriend. Like, this woman, how old? Karina, probably, what, mid-20s? Early 20s? She's got a boyfriend, and she's apologizing. Can you... K-pop, please.
Like, I'm so sorry for dating. And people were like calling the guy ugly and like making fun of his looks. This nigga is not ugly, guys. Like, here are some photos. This dude is not ugly. The fans were just like upset. And also, you know, in the K-pop community, they love to like just add a queer title on top of like a person who's never said they were queer. They just like, because of like skinship and like closeness and like just like idols like joking around being close, they like will be like, oh my gosh, I feel like she's like queer, she's queer. They put the title on top of her and then turns out she's not.
You a lesbian?
What you just asked me?
Are you a fucking lesbian?
I'm a grown ass man.
Who used to be a lesbian?
Not me.
Oh, okay. Just wondering because you gotta look like one.
I kind of look like one. I think I look like a very handsome young man. Lesbian.
Lesbians are handsome young men too.
Are you a lesbian?
No, I like men.
So I don't know. Like, people were mad because they thought she was queer. International fans were mad because she thought she was queer, and then people were saying, "Oh my gosh, she's so ugly." He's not. And K-nets were mad because she's just dating someone as a 23-year-old, 22-year-old. And this dude was like 2 years older than her, and people were like, oh my gosh, he's a creep, he's a groomer, he's a creep. Just because he's older than her by 2 years, and she's not a minor. He's just older than her by 2 years, and people were losing their fucking heads because they wanted to find a reason to hate on this guy, but there was no reason, so they kept on pulling things out of their fucking butt. And honestly, the BBC, I think so, wrote a whole article about how these fucking fans are delusional and how they're fucking stupid. I'm sorry, like, I'm being like I'm just annoyed about the whole dating rumor hate. Like, it's just so annoying. Oh my gosh, this person keeps on texting me and I don't want to answer. I'm filming a video. Hello. What is it called? It's just like the most stupid hate that I feel like a K celebrity can get, and it's so stupid because it's like, do you think that she's gonna date you? Do you think that, like, what do you think? Like, in my head, I feel like these people think that they own the person and the person should low-key date them. They feel like, no, you should date me. Bitch, who are you? And these people are in an industry where they're surrounded by people who are good looking. You think they're not dating? And why does she owe you an apology? Because she fell in love with a guy. Girl, that was also something that people were talking about. It was honestly so embarrassing, and for K-Nets, because the Western articles were like, why is this K-pop idol like apologizing for dating? So like, it was low-key embarrassing. It was an embarrassing situation for them. Okay, I'm tired of talking, especially about K-pop. It's very draining, and K-pop is really annoying. Oh my gosh, this hair that keeps on sticking out. Where are you coming from? It's honestly so fucking draining. Like, even when I see K-pop on my fucking feed, I'm just like, why am I seeing K-pop? Like, bro, at this point, it's really draining. So if you like this video and you want me to make more videos, I think my next video will be like about a TV show or something, because I really don't want to talk about celebrities anymore. Actually, I lied, I do, but I feel like I need to mix it in with my original content of, like, you know, TV shows and stuff like that. So the next video will definitely be about a TV show, and you're probably like, that Nikocado Avocado video, where is it coming? Like, when is it gonna come? It's never coming. I'm not doing that script. I just trashed it. I'm sorry. I'm no longer gonna come here and promise videos, so maybe my next video might not even be about a show, honestly. But yeah, thank you for watching all the way through if you got to this point. Also, subscribe and make sure to like the video, comment for the engagement, so that YouTube like recommends my video to more people. Like, so YouTube recommends my video to more people, and like if you actually like the video. Don't like to just, you know, but honestly, like just. Anyway, bye. I'm really tired, but girl, today's hot. I had to do so many errands, and I didn't even finish because I had to like buy a new earring for like my piercing right here. I forgot to do that because, like, you see, I have a piercing. I forgot to literally do that, so tomorrow I have to do that, and it's crazy. Like, you're probably like, that's not an errand, but like, I have other errands that I don't want to talk about on YouTube. But anyway, so thank you for watching. Bye.
Hell is hot, ain't no water there. Oh, hell is hot, ain't no water there. No ice, no tea, no lemonade, no Coke, no Sprite, no Gatorade. Oh, hell.